The man running the most powerful country on earth from a wheelchair spent his entire presidency making sure that almost nobody knew it. Franklin Delano Roosevelt was the 32nd president, serving from 1933 to 1944. Roosevelt had an active suppression campaign going to hide the fact that he was wheelchair-bound. This was the pre-television era, the pre-video era, so the only people who knew were his inner circle. The press went along with it, and the Secret Service enforced it. Roosevelt may not have had polio. There's a real argument that what he had was Guillain-Barré. Both of his legs were almost equally paralyzed, and that's not typical for polio. Polio usually hits unevenly, and Roosevelt complained of severe pain in his paralyzed legs quite frequently, and that is more of a Guillain-Barré symptom than polio symptom. No spinal tap was ever done to confirm either diagnosis, so the question is still open. 17 days before his first inauguration, there was an assassination attempt in Miami. A man named Giuseppe Zangara got up on a park bench and fired 5 shots. A 100-pound woman named Lillian Cross saw the gun, jumped up on the same wobbly bench, grabbed Zangara's arm and made him miss. Every bullet missed Roosevelt, but the mayor of Chicago, who was standing nearby, took a hit and died. Zangara was in the electric chair 33 days later. Roosevelt founded the National Foundation for Infantile Paralysis, which funded Jonas Salk, and Jonas Salk produced a vaccine for polio that worked. Roosevelt also did the Fireside Chats, keeping the language at about an 8th or 9th grade reading level so the widest possible audience could follow along. The broadcast, delivered right after Pearl Harbor, holds the record as the highest-rated presidential address ever recorded. Roosevelt served 4 terms, 1932, 1936, 1940, and 1944, and is the specific reason for the 22nd Amendment. Congress introduced it in 1947 and had it ratified by 1951, one of the fastest any amendment outside the original 10 has ever moved through the process. The New Deal was Roosevelt's broad program of public works and economic relief designed to pull the country out of the Great Depression. It put people to work building roads, bridges, and sidewalks, and it included a WPA artist program that funded people like Jackson Pollock, which most people don't connect to the Federal Depression-era spending. Roosevelt died on April 12, 1945, while sitting for a portrait. Artist Elizabeth Shumatoff was painting when Roosevelt said, "I have a terrific pain in my head," and he fell forward unconscious. He was gone about 2 hours later. That unfinished portrait still hangs at the little White House in Warm Springs, Georgia, exactly as Shumatoff left it.